Hey friends, I'm Beany and I am joined by Oscar, guest appearance today. I'm just going to cut straight to the chase, right? I'm not here to sugarcoat, but I'm here to speak the truth with a little bit of love sprinkled in. So if you have found yourself wondering why you can't just move on from a narcissistic ex, like your friends have moved on from their various breakups, or maybe why your healing feels like a war zone more than anything else you've ever experienced, I want you to know that you're not broken. You're not weak. You're not crazy. You have been trauma bonded. You've been emotionally manipulated, gaslit, love bombed, and then discarded, possibly. And a regular breakup toolkit will not cut it. And I know this because I lived it. I spent a decade in a relationship that almost took me out. I don't just talk about narcissistic abuse from a book or a psychology podcast. I survived it. I clawed my way out of it. And now I've built a life where I get to help other women to do the same. I have created tons of resources for women who are experiencing things just like this. So that's what this platform is all about. It's for you, the survivor, the truth teller, the woman who refuses to stay silent anymore. Now, let's get into it. Why a narcissistic breakup is not like a normal breakup, and why trying to treat it like one is likely doing you more harm than it is good. So let's lay this out. A normal breakup. You cry, you maybe eat some ice cream, you listen to some sad music, maybe you block them on socials, and then in a few months, you're annoyed when you even think about them, but you're not haunted by them. A narcissistic breakup, you are questioning your entire reality. You wake up with anxiety that feels like a boulder sitting on your chest. You maybe stalk their social media, even though you hate yourself for doing it. You hate them, but you also miss them. You miss the person they pretended to be. It isn't just heartbreak, it's psychological warfare. Why? Because you weren't just in love, you were manipulated. You were groomed into dependency. You were trauma bonded. That's a real chemical addiction in your brain to a cycle of chaos, highs and lows, abuse and affection. Normal breakups end the relationship. Narcissistic breakups end the delusion. And that is a very different kind of grief. And if maybe you aren't sure that you are trauma bonded and you haven't yet taken my trauma bond quiz, go do that after this video. It's quick, it's free, and it will open your eyes. So let's talk about why this type of breakup is so damaging. And we'll talk about, what you're really breaking up with. You are breaking up with the fantasy version of the relationship because what you thought you had wasn't real. The highs of being love bombed and idolized, and the emotional addiction to their approval, even though it was actually conditional. The survival system you built around walking on eggshells. This isn't just about getting over someone. This is about detoxing from manipulation, gaslighting, isolation, and betrayal. The worst part, society doesn't get it. Your well-meaning friends say things like, just block him, or you're better off, or why do you still care? And you're like, I wish I knew. But you do care because narcissistic abuse changes your brain chemistry, literally. That's why in my She's Up handbook, we start creating a me-centered routine that's going to help you to heal your nervous system. It's going to help you to kind of unwind that addiction, because without that, you'll just keep going back. So why is no contact? I talk about no contact all the time. Why is no contact not just a tool? It's an actual lifeline for you. Listen, when you leave a narcissist, you're not just leaving a person. You're leaving an entire system that was designed to keep you confused and small and dependent. This is why no contact isn't petty. It's not about revenge. It's not about a game. It's a damn lifeline. I promise you this. Because here's what they'll try to do when you do leave. They're going to hoover, okay? Those fake emotional texts, I miss you, or I've changed, or even worse, them just popping in to see how you are. This is just them attempting to control and see if they still have an in to you as a backup supply. Then is going to come the smear campaigns, right? Suddenly you're the crazy one and your good name is used to mop the floor by them. Their only motivation is to save face, and they will use your name to do it. Okay? Flying monkeys. So when they can't get what they want or need from you, they are not going to hesitate to send out their troops to do it for them. Friends or family that are going to try to guilt or shame you into doing what they want. You can't logic your way through a narcissist. You have to cut the cord. Gray rock if you share kids, and no contact if you don't. And when that urge to text back hits you, grab your journal. That's why I created Your Right to Heal. You need a safe place to process all of this without judgment. I'll link that below for you. It's 30 days of journaling with prompts and encouragement for you, all free. Okay? Now, comparison is a trap, right? Moving forward, let me say this with love. Stop comparing your breakup to your best friends. Stop thinking, she's moved on in 3 months. What's wrong with me? She didn't have to recover from being told her reality was fake. She didn't have to rebuild her identity from scratch. She didn't have to learn how to trust herself again after being psychologically beaten down. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are healing from emotional warfare. And that takes time. But more important than time, it takes tools, support, and truth. And that's what I do with my clients. My one-on-one coaching is built for this exact type of recovery. That's the real, messy, slow, beautiful work of becoming yourself again. Okay, so what do you need to do differently? Okay, here's what healing a narcissistic breakup requires that a normal breakup doesn't. Okay, you need education. You need to learn what you're dealing with. Narcissistic abuse is a pattern. The more you know, the less you blame yourself. So check out any of my other videos for this. You can binge watch them if you'd like to. Community, you need to know that you are not alone. That's why I built my free weekly newsletter. It's not spam. It's a survival fuel for you to help you to know that you are not alone. Okay? Structure. You need a healing plan. Again, this is my She's Up program, because healing shouldn't be guesswork. It should be guided. And that's exactly what She's Up does. Somatic support. You can't heal trauma with logic alone. We've already established that. Your body remembers what your mind tries to forget. So compassion for yourself. You didn't stay because you were stupid. You stayed because you were surviving. Okay, you're not crazy. You're waking up. And here's the wildest part of all of this. When you finally see them clearly, when the fog lifts, when you look back and you think, how did I stay so long? That's not shame, that's clarity. You're not crazy, you're healing. You're not broken, you're brave. You're not meant to bounce back, you're meant to rise up. See, this breakup, it's not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your return to self, right? And if you'd like some help writing your next chapter, I'm here. Through coaching, through journaling, through my videos and my programs. As always, I'm rooting for you. I'm going to leave you with this. A narcissistic breakup is not just about losing someone. It's about finding yourself again, piece by piece, layer by layer. With truth, with support, and with the right tools, you will heal. Don't forget to check out the links below for my free trauma bond quiz, my newsletter, my She's Up healing handbook, my Right to Heal, and of course, my one-on-one coaching if you're ready for that deep support. You are not alone. Rooting for you.